When Dusty Hill died, the world lost more than a rock legend. ZZ Top fans felt like they'd been punched in the gut. But what came next? That hit even harder. Because Billy Gibbons didn't just mourn, he spoke out. For the first time ever, Billy opened the floodgates. He revealed Dusty's hidden health battles, his heartbreaking final moments, and the shocking decision Dusty made just days before his death. That decision, it didn't just change ZZ Top, it shook their entire legacy. And then came the backlash. Fans were divided. Some said Dusty deserved peace. Others demanded the band keep going, no matter what. So when Billy Gibbons made his next move, a bold move Dusty himself had planned, the internet exploded. This wasn't just another tribute video or quiet farewell. This was the start of ZZ Top's scandal update, and you won't believe what's still going on behind the scenes. What really happened in Dusty's final 48 hours? Why did Billy Gibbons call that last performance the moment he knew something was wrong? And what private request did Dusty make that changed everything about the future of ZZ Top? You're about to get the full story. The facts, the friction, the final words. Everything. So stick around, because ZZ Top's latest news isn't just emotional, it's explosive. And yeah, we want to know, did Billy Gibbons do the right thing? Should ZZ Top have kept going without Dusty? Or was it all just too soon? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're diving deep. ZZ Top wasn't just a band, they were the band. A southern blues rock powerhouse made up of 3 unforgettable characters. Billy Gibbons, the bearded frontman with killer guitar chops. Dusty Hill, the low-key bass god. And Frank Beard, the drummer without a beard, go figure. They came together back in 1969. And once they are locked in, they never let go. No lineup changes, no major breakups, no messy drama, for over 5 decades. That's longer than most marriages. And their sound, iconic. From Log Range to Sharp Dressed Man to Legs, their music wasn't just catchy, it defined a generation. But more than the music, what really kept them together was the brotherhood. Billy Gibbons has said it over and over. Dusty wasn't just a bandmate. He was family. And Frank, he was the glue in the back, the rhythm that never cracked. Dusty Hill was the quiet one, but he carried so much weight. Fans loved him not because he was flashy, but because he was solid. He never stole the spotlight. He didn't chase headlines. He just played. And man, did he play. That groove, that presence, you felt it. But here's what fans didn't know. Dusty had been struggling. Badly. And for a long time. He battled chronic bursitis, an inflammation in his joints that made every step painful. He had ulcers that risked internal bleeding. And just recently, he'd broken both his hip and shoulder. It was brutal. But Dusty? He never complained. He never let it show. He was old school tough. The kind of guy who'd limp onto stage and still smile at the crowd. But the pain caught up. Just days before his death, Dusty quietly stepped away from ZZ Top's tour. No big announcement. No drama. Just a plan to go home to Houston and rest. Fans thought it was temporary. Billy Gibbons even joked on stage, saying Dusty's instructions were to give Elwood the bottom end and take it to the top. Funny at the time. Heartbreaking in hindsight, because that night, that was Dusty Hill's final send-off. On July 28, 2021, Dusty Hill died in his sleep. Peacefully, quietly, at home. There wasn't one single cause. His body just gave out from everything. The pain, the injuries, the endless touring. It all hit at once. ZZ Top's latest news spread fast, and it stung. But nobody knew what would come next. That's when Billy Gibbons broke his silence. And everything changed. Billy didn't hold back. In interview after interview, he spoke about Dusty's pain. How much he'd been hiding. How Billy knew something was off during that last show. He said Dusty looked worn, tired, but still smiled like always. Still made jokes. Still insisted he'd bounce back. But what haunted Billy most? Dusty's final words to him. The show must go on. That wasn't just a passing comment. That was Dusty's last wish. And Billy took it seriously. Turns out, Dusty had already picked his replacement, Elwood Francis. The band's longtime guitar tech. A man Dusty trusted like a brother. But when ZZ Top announced Elwood was stepping in for good, fans lost it. Some were furious. Said it was too soon. Said Dusty couldn't be replaced. Others defended the decision. After all, this wasn't some outsider. Elwood had been with them for over 30 years. He knew every note, every backstage ritual, every inside joke. Billy Gibbons didn't hide from the controversy. He said straight up, this was Dusty's call. He wanted the music to continue. He chose Elwood. Period. And it wasn't just about filling in. It was about honoring Dusty. Every show became a tribute. Dusty's recordings played. His signature hat sat on a mic stand. His presence? Still there. Every night. But the emotions backstage? They were messy. Frank Beard wasn't sure at first. He'd lost a brother too. But slowly he came around. Billy Gibbons said Frank started smiling again. Genuinely smiling. For the first time in years. Behind the music, though, the real ZZ Top scandal update was unfolding. Billy Gibbons revealed everything. The fights. The pressure. The constant battle to stay relevant in a world that moved too fast. ZZ Top had always played it cool, but behind the scenes, it was exhausting. Dusty's death cracked it all wide open. Record label fights, tour burnout, creative clashes that never saw the light of day. They kept going for the fans, but their bodies and hearts were breaking. Billy admitted it. Touring was brutal. Dusty held on for as long as he could, but he was done, and in those final days he knew it. That's why his final message wasn't just poetic. It was clear. The show had to go on, but only the right way. So Billy Gibbons took the reins. Carefully, respectfully, he worked with Dusty's family to settle the estate, protected his royalties, managed licensing rights, handled everything with grace. This stuff wasn't sexy, but it mattered, because behind the music, there were legal hurdles, business decisions, quiet stressors that never made headlines. Billy made sure Dusty's legacy stayed intact. No shortcuts, no drama. And then came the next big bombshell, a ZZ Top documentary. Billy confirmed it himself. This wasn't just a music doc. This was the real story. The dark moments, the missed chances, the fights and the love and the loss. And fans? They were going to see everything. Unseen footage, raw interviews, honest truths. Because for Billy Gibbons, this was personal. Dusty's death made him realize, no more secrets. No more glossing over the pain. If ZZ Top was going to keep going, they had to be real. And that's exactly what they're doing. Now, fans are reacting. Hard. Some call Billy Gibbons a hero. Others say he's milking Dusty's memory. What do you think? Was Elwood Francis the right choice? Should ZZ Top have taken a break? Or is this exactly what Dusty wanted? ZZ Top's latest news keeps dropping, and every update hits a little deeper. Because this isn't just about a band. It's about legacy. And for longtime fans, every performance is a reminder of what they lost, and what they still have. Did you know Dusty Hill once told Billy he wanted to be buried in his stage clothes? He wasn't kidding. That's how serious he was about the music. He lived it, became it, or that Elwood Francis was more than just a tech. He used to tune guitars with his eyes closed. That's how well he knew the band's sound. Billy Gibbons even keeps a lucky coin Dusty gave him before a show in 1982. He still carries it before every concert. These aren't PR stunts. These are the little pieces that make up decades of friendship. Fans have spotted hidden tributes in recent shows, too. A quick flash of Dusty's initials during the outro. A subtle bass riff that only the diehards catch. Even Frank Beard wears a new wristband with Dusty's name stitched inside. This is how ZZ Top grieves. In music, in motion, in moments only they understand. They've hinted at new music, too, rooted in the blues. Inspired by Dusty's style. No pop gimmicks, just soul. Billy Gibbons says it best. We're not trying to replace Dusty. We're trying to remember him. So what happens now? ZZ Top moves forward. Not like before, but not broken either. The scandal? It's not really a scandal at all. It's a story. About pain. About loyalty. About music that refuses to die. And if you're still watching, if you've made it this far, you're part of that story too. So now we want to hear from you. Did ZZ Top do the right thing? Was Dusty's final wish respected? Or did the band move on too quickly? Drop your answer in the comments. We're reading every single one. And if Dusty Hill meant something to you, share this video. Let the world remember the man behind the bass, the band behind the beard, and the legacy that refuses to fade. Hit like, smash subscribe, and stay tuned. ZZ Top's scandal update is far from over.